Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Just Gaming Today. Today we're going to play a little more Outhold. We did get humbled in our last attempt to get through the new level. I think what we're going to do today is take a little different approach. Um, we have zero currency in this hourglass and the crown currency, which is time trial reward and build challenge reward. So I think what we're going to do is I did reset like this first build and I put 1 point into arrow. Um, and I wanted to just look at, if we go back to level 1, so we were getting humbled by level 9. This is very difficult, at least for me. Maybe it's not as difficult for some others, but very difficult. So I think what I want to do here is go back and revisit level 1. Maybe we can get some of this currency. And I don't know if the completing one of these will unlock some additional quests here. But maybe we're to the point now where getting these extra currency to spend on our build would help achieve getting past the level 9. So on this one, I had an idea with these damage in a single hit with that heavy arrow tower that we saw up here. So I think let's try that and figure out, what we can do to earn some of that extra currency. Now, that heavy arrow tower was up here, so let's go ahead and just work our way up there and just expose it at least. And then since we're going to go arrows, let's look to just increase all of that. Base fire rate. Let's do the vulnerable mark. Yeah, we definitely want the mark. Automatic marking, vulnerable extra damage. Just going to spend the starting currency at the moment. So let's get all that maxed out for arrow. Let's see, raise the arrow tower's chance to do a critical hit by. Let's do those. Let's do the damage. Okay. Now, before I get too crazy over here, I definitely want to unlock the pulse. And I want to go down here and get my coins going. Yeah. I don't think we necessarily need that, right? Early spawn. We're not really going to be doing the early spawn. That might be a thing in a time trial. But I definitely want the arrow stuff here again. Coins. Yeah, here. Ability to spend a lot of coins right up front. And then I'm not sure that it matters that we're going to have. We just want to get through, but let's go ahead and grab this for the moment. Yeah, that's okay. Let's grab some of this here for the Pulse Tower. All right, so we have some basic stuff deployed here. We are going to go arrow, but let's go up here and take a look at this heavy arrow again. So this heavy arrow raise the base damage at arrow tower by 700%, but reduce its fire rate by 80%. Increase the range of the arrow. That sounds very, very good. Now it's getting expensive, so I'm going to stop here. The arrow tower deals 2.5% more damage for every 100 range units between the tower and its target. Let's get the base there. Raise the arrow tower's base damage. Yes. Raise the arrow tower's chance to deal a critical hit. Raise all critical hit damage by an additional 10%. We'll probably go out back here and fill this out, but for the moment, let's just get this. The arrow tower is able to deal 20% of its damage against shielded enemies. I don't think there's going to be any shielded enemies in this level 1. So for the moment, we'll kind of cheat on that. Multi-critting a burning enemy causes it to combust. I don't know that we're going to really cause any burning at the moment, but maybe we do with an artifact here. So we'll have to go back and revisit that. So let's go ahead and grab these arrow bits down here. Increase fire rate. Every time increase base damage by an additional 5%, but the cost of the level up is now higher. That's okay. Raise the damage. Yes. All right, so we've got these built out. There's nothing really there. Now let's do the multi-shot because we are using the arrow tower. Secondary arrows deal more damage. Raise the base fire rate of the arrow tower by 10%. This one I think I actually want to increase all the way. Normally I don't like that, but with this one, with the heavy tower, we're getting so much damage increase that we want to increase our base rate of fire. It gains 10% but loses 20% base damage. I actually think I want this too. Max it out. That way our increased damage is still quite high, but we're firing as fast as we can. This pull stuff is pretty nice, so I think we're going to grab all of that. Let's do that. Let's grab that. Actually, I'm going to decrease that. That one's the one I like the least. Let's see, increase the range of the arrow. So the range is increased, the damage here. So I think I'm good with that. This one, raise the arrow tower chance to do a critical hit. We did max out these criticals. Let's do that. Oh, wait, we missed one. The arrow tower is able to do, oh, that's the shielded one. Yeah. Okay, so here, we didn't do any combust stuff. I think we might mess around with that if we need it. I don't think anything just adds pure damage other than maybe wind, or no, wind just rate of fire, but let's take that because that actually, no, let's this. So this distance thing is something to play around with because of the eagle eye here. So let's take fire, slow, and wind. I don't think we're going to build out enough of these for it to matter on this level 1. But I think what we want is a tower that fires really, really far and does really, really lots of damage. I don't think any of this other stuff is really going to come much into play here. But let's give this stuff a shot. So early coins, coin converter. Since I have the points, let's just spend them, I guess. Now I do have 2 additional points here. Might look at charge buffs. That's not really a big deal. Nothing really from the arrow perspective. Nothing gold over here. All right, let's do the damage link and increase the damage here. Yeah, there's really nothing for us to spend much on here. We have 19. We have 1 more gold. I guess we can take something like this and just have it. Bank tower transfers all of its enchants to the coin cannon. Oh, so that's interesting. So you can get the coin cannon and the extra money you have goes to the coin cannon. Ah, that's how you can make the coin cannon work. Read all the words would help. This did open this fast charging. Let's go ahead and grab all of that for the moment. Let's try it. So defend. So we're going back to level 1. Now the intention here isn't necessarily complete in less than 35 seconds, but I want to try and do the mass damage. So here we're going to do an arrow tower. We're going to do a enchant of light to get the distance. At least that's the plan. So the distance is definitely nice. And then we have 71 points to spend, so let's level it up. We can't level it up again, but we're almost there. Let's throw a pulse tower down. And I wonder if we enchant this with wind. Charge tower by 0.5 seconds when affected at least 5 enemies. That'll make it pulse faster. 10% chance to rewind slowed enemies, moving them back in time. Enchant fire. Slow the target. I'm just going to go ice and see if I can knock them back. Then the other thing we're going to do is build another arrow tower. Let's amp it up and let's enchant it with wind. Maybe, this one's going to have a chance to just do that 300 damage. And we don't have anything to level up. Let's plan here because maybe we can get this 35-second thing too. So the next thing we can really do is another pulse tower probably, or look to do an upgrade. So let's just start it and see. We did another, I think we're just going to need more arrow power, but let's check it out and see. So if we do this wave, just going to start the waves as fast as we can here, and see if we can make this happen within the 35 seconds here. So another pulse tower here. Let's level that up. Let's do an enchant here. Fire. Okay, we did it. Okay, so we got some real points to spend here. So we did the time trial and the 300 points. So we finally have some of this hourglass and crown currency. Whew. Okay, so we're not going to spend these yet, but I am interested to see like what happens with this. Okay, so there's no other quests that open up here. That's kind of disappointing because I do see these locks here, but I also realize they need to build towards something. So that is also, something that I like to see, that there is an intention to expand the game. They have some ideas on, pushing some other things into the game here. I have seen several updates to the game as well, as far as some patches and some releases, some changes to some of the achievements, things like that. So the developers are paying attention to the game and kind of monitoring feedback. So if you have any feedback for them, definitely post it. I think this is a game, even though I haven't gotten past level 9 yet, but I hear the levels are maxed out at level 10. The thing about this type of game is it can go on forever. They can release levels 11 through 20. And it's just, creating new approaches for the enemies, the different pathways, the different ways that you limit people by the points where you can place towers. So there's a lot they can do with this game and expand it quite far. And work on even more progression within this tree. This tree looks crazy to a lot of people probably, but if you've ever played like Path of Exile, or you've seen the Path of Exile tree, this tree looks very easy to manage. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying this tree is quite complex. There's a lot here, and where you spend your points and how you make your decisions. That's what makes a really good game, is putting pressure on how you allocate your resources. In a game like this is quite good. So on this one, this build specialization seems like it's going to be the coin cannon to complete the level without dealing any damage with towers. So I would think that the coin cannon is not a tower, so we'd have to do that. Complete the level in less than 55 seconds. So let's do a coin cannon build and see if we can get through this one and complete maybe the time trial too if we're lucky. Okay, let's go back here. Level 5 has not been used. I've never ever used the coin cannon, so I have no clue what we're doing with that. But let's open it up. Let's get our money flowing first as well. So let's do all the money stuff. We go down here, money. So something to keep in mind here is we are definitely doing those earlies to get, banging on the keyboard to get the early stuff. So maybe that's the way to go here. Shortens the delay. Huh. All right. Well, I'm gonna avoid that for a second. So let's go ahead and get our health stand. Maybe the health really isn't needed, but well, the pulse doesn't do any damage, right? Actually, I'm not even going to risk it. I'm not going to build arrow towers. I'm not going to build any of these towers. So maybe we can use the pulse. If we fail, we'll go back and figure out the pulse there. But um, huh. All right, let's go here. We don't really have any towers, so I don't think it's going to matter. Coin converter. Since we're coin specific, let's go and grab that. We are going to build the bank tower because it pumps money into the coin cannon. So enemies passing through the bank tower's path have 50% chance to become vulnerable. That sounds fantastic. Um, Raise the duration of the vulnerability. Raise the bank tower's chance to drop coins by additional 10%. We need lots of coins, I would imagine. The bank tower's path is now considered to be a pool. Any enemy in the pool gets slowed. Bank tower now also has awards an enemy for each passing enemy. Okay. Then we have a gold thing here. Enemies passing the bank tower will be damaged 1.5% of their maxed health. Oh, wait. I can't do damage though, right? That's part of the thing here. So no damage here. No damage. We're just slowing. We're just doing that. No damage. So I don't see any damage there. So hopefully, let's stay away from this one. Celebrate enemies each drop an additional coin when passing through the bank tower's path. Earn additional, tokens. So the coin cannon. So the coin cannon is not a raise the coin cannon's base fire rate by 15%. Raise the coin cannon's base damage by 5. The coin cannon shoots automatically at the marked enemy. Huh, that might be okay. So that way we don't kind of miss. We'll just keep the mark on the front. Let's raise the damage quite a bit. Raise the base damage of the coin cannon by 50, but increase the cost by 1. Raise the coin cannon's chance to do a critical hit by 10%. That sounds good. Raise the coin cannon's base damage by 5. Let's do all of those. This one we're going to put a point into to see this. Raise the base damage of the coin cannon by another 50%. Additional 1 coin cost of each shot. I don't know how much the coin costs. Sure. Shoots automatically. Raise the coin cannon's base fire rate. So let's go and do that. Huh. Okay, well, we can't do any damage with these other towers. So, as far as money, I don't think there's much else we could do here. Let's do early charges. I guess let's max it out and try. So coin cannon galore here. Let's spend all our points there. Coin cannon is max the heck out. This bank tower, we'll go ahead and throw the vulnerabilities in. We got all this. We can't do any damage with any actual towers. Hmm. Now this isn't a tower damage. So if it happens to get through, let's max all these out. Let's go ahead and do this. Damage for each unspent coin. Oh, there's really no towers, so, huh, okay. Enemies passing through. I would really like to get this, but I can't do damage with a tower. So let's try this and see what this coin cannon's all about. I don't think we can put an artifact on the coin cannon, but let's grab some artifacts, I guess. So here we're going to do level 2. Let's start. So where's the coin cannon? So toggle auto shoot. We're just going to say auto shoot. Where's the coin cannon at? Maybe it comes out when... Okay, I can't build it. Oh, wait, bank towers. Yeah, we do have to do that. So we're going to put a bank tower here. And we're going to put a bank tower. Oh, wait, 100 gold. Holy smokes. So enchants, fire. The coin cannon now applies burn. Coin cannon can slow. An energy beam dealing high amount of damage but has greatly reduced firing rate. Now progressively speeds up the fire rate as long as you keep shooting with it. Let's slow. And we need 56 points. What does the level up do? Drop chance is 100%. Maybe level up does extra coins. What's 20? Let's see. I don't see it reflected there, but let's give it a go. We've got 36 coins, so maybe we're shooting. Where's the coin cannon at? Like, where's... I don't see... Am I missing something? Maybe I have to click somewhere? All right, let's start the next wave and see. Am I shooting it? Oh, it's the okay. Okay, let's get through this and we'll do this again. You have to push the right. But this auto shoot wasn't working. Maybe the auto shoot thing I have to mark it as vulnerable, I think. So let's see, let's turn the auto shoot on. Let's use this as an experiment. I'm not able to mark them. Oh, because I don't have that ability. Oh, okay. We'll go back. There's gonna be a lot of clicking in this video, unfortunately. Yeah. Sorry about the clicking again. Okay. We'll just go and keep going. I think we definitely want to try this again. Now that I know how the coin cannon works, the auto shoot doesn't seem to do anything without the vulnerable mark. So I think this is the boss. Now the boss is going to be interesting because I'm not sure. Yeah, we just will do damage there. So I think we'll get the one piece. Yeah. So we got the build piece, which is do no damage with a tower, which was our intent, which is good. But I didn't know how to operate the coin cannon. Now I do. So that's cool. It didn't take anything away from me with the burn. So let's go back and go to upgrades. So we did, I want to defend and take a look. Yeah, so level 2, build specialization, we did complete without dealing damage to towers. So use the coin cannon for that. Complete the level in less than 55 seconds. Maybe we'll try that again. Now that we know how to use the coin cannon, we'll go back and try that. But we'll call that quits for here. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll look to try and get some of these, goals done and get some extra currency to spend to try and improve our builds to get past that level 9. I think that's something we're going to have to do. Level 9 seems to be a sticking point for me, at least. If you have any advice on level 9, let me know. I think we just need some raw power to just kill more things. There seems to be an inordinate amount of enemies in that wave number 2. But it's okay. We'll make it happen. Take care, everybody. Like, subscribe, dislike, leave comments. all the regular YouTube stuff. Really appreciate it. Take care, everybody.